we are back. Thanks for clicking on the link. Welcome to Good Energy. Enjoy the content, and everyone have a blessed day. And we're back, guys. Welcome to Good Energy. Please hit the like button, and we are going to cover the Rome International. We'll take a look at today's matches, and we will cover live matches as they occur in the comments, and we are also going to do a preview and prediction, so stay tuned for some really good tennis content. Right off the bat, Sasnovich and Paula Badosa. This was a match where Paula Badosa dominated, and Sasnovich just had a very long day at the office. Very frustrating day. Paula Badosa was sliding all over the place, holding her own on the baseline. Sasnovich was just frustrated. She looked a little rusty with the brief time off that she had, and she looked a little bit heavy. I'm not sure what she's been doing the last few weeks, but Paula Badosa dominated this match, and she even got frustrated. That's scary, because with the way she won this match, still to get frustrated at the few mistakes that she did make shows a sign that she wants more. She wants a championship. Simona Halep versus Danielle Collins. This was a match where Danielle Collins just frustrated little Simona all day. Simona got into it with the chair umpire and the linesman. A bad call. They did miss a call, and she got really upset, and it was just a long day for her as well. Danielle Collins, too strong, very powerful forehand, isolating Simona Halep, and then just hitting the backhand across court for winners. That is her MO. Strong forehand, backhand winners. She's very strong. She's aggressive and blowing off the racket. That's right. She was hot today. Whew, cool that thing down, Danielle. Leylah Fernandez, long hair, don't care. That's right. Leylah Fernandez brought all of the fans out, packed the stadium there, took the first set from Kasatkina, eating bananas, getting some potassium. But the reality here is Kasatkina too experienced, too strong, too versatile. Leylah Fernandez, great cat in the fight, always a dog, but she had to learn on the job today. Some other good matches, huge upset, Yulia Putintseva taking out Garbiñe Muguruza. That's a match I had Putintseva winning. Garbiñe's just, she's rusty. The reality here is she's got to be more active here. And what about Tomjanovic on Jabeur? She did put up a fight in the first set, 7-5. Jabeur would win and just rout her 6-2 in the second set. Iga Swiatek is back, 6-3, 6-love, showing her dominance. Her match win streak is up to 23 now, something like that. Bianca Andreescu looking really good over Diaz, very experienced clay player. 2-set victory. I'm liking how Bianca is looking. Stay tuned for a preview and prediction on her next match. Sakkari over Alexandrova. That's a very impressive win. Alexandrova is playing very well, winning a lot of matches this year. 11 matches on clay this year for Alexandrova. Good match. Sakkari's got a tough match against Gauff coming up. Stay tuned for the prediction there. And Catalina versus Pegula. This was a walkover. We knew that would be a walkover. Catalina just doesn't want any of Jessica Pegula. I'm not sure what it is, but Catalina always ends up injured at the right or wrong time, however you want to look at it, and then she'll be back next tournament. So if the next tournament was tomorrow, she'll be back tomorrow healthy. Not sure what's going on there. But some other matches to cover. Coco Gauff over Brindle. This was a match there. Coco Gauff looked really, really good. 6-2, 6-4. And Coco Gauff, now's the time to step up. We need to see more from Coco Gauff. Azarenka with the victory there. Not sure what to make of it. We're going to see what Azarenka is about against Swiatek. It's a match I'm going to cover, so stay tuned. If you've listened so far, please hit the like button. Teichmann over Pliskova. Very impressive win. That's a underdog victory. I had Teichmann winning that. She's going to have a similar match against Rybakina. Is history going to repeat itself? Look like a similar draw here in Rome that she had in Madrid. And Martic over Kontaveit. Very impressive win. If Martic can beat Kontaveit, she can definitely win her next match here coming up. Stay tuned. She's going to play Bianca Andreescu. Preview and prediction coming up. Sabalenka with the win over Zhang. Look, that's a match Sabalenka should win, but we're going to see how she does next. She's going to take Jessica Pegula. Stay tuned for a preview on that match. Amanda Anisimova taking out Belinda Bencic, very impressive. That's a great win, but she's got her hands full coming up. Danielle Collins. And listen, guys, Lauren Davis taken out by Rybakina. Rybakina's going to have her hands full with Jill Teichmann coming up. Let's get right into today's action, preview, and prediction. If you've listened so far, please hit the like button. Thank you. Alright, let's start with the best here. Iga Swiatek, the number 1 seed, taking on Victoria Azarenka. Victoria Azarenka, Hall of Fame career, 21 singles titles, multiple slam winner. However, Victoria Azarenka has not looked good against top 10 players lately. The head-to-head is 1-1, both of these ladies each stealing one. And just taking a look at form, Victoria Azarenka, her last 10 matches, she's only won 6 of them. And the reality here is those wins have come against lesser competition. If you take a look at, we all know Iga Swiatek's on this huge win streak, 22, 23 wins, something like that. Who knows? You lose count. She's been winning so much. But let's take a look at her last 10 matches, some of the competition she's beat. Sabalenka, Rybakina, Osaka, Pegula, Kvitova. She's beating a lot of top tier talent. And the reality here is you never know which Victoria Azarenka is going to show up. Is it the Hall of Famer, or is it the one against Amanda Anisimova last time out that cannot see the ball, the bright green ball? That's right, in case you missed the match, she was yelling at her coaches in corner on national TV, yelling and swearing. She cannot see the ball. Unbelievable. Amanda Anisimova put it on her that bad. This is a matchup. Iga Swiatek's a 7-1 favorite, and the reality here is the best bet's going to be, of course, Iga to win this match and take her to win the first set. Both ladies are experienced on clay. Iga's winning roughly 80% of her matches on clay. Victoria Azarenka, she's won a ton of matches on clay. I mean, she's got nearly 150 wins on clay, but the reality here is she's playing a younger, more fit version of herself that has more firepower, and I don't see any way Victoria wins this match. I think she's going to possibly compete the best the first 3 to 4 sets. Iga's going to figure her out, and we're going to see the diva come out of Azarenka, and she might not even finish this match. Iga Swiatek to advance to the round of 8. The next matchup here, get your popcorn. This is going to be a really good matchup, very interesting. Bianca Andreescu versus Petra Martic, and I'm really looking forward to this matchup. Bianca Andreescu, the huge 2019 3 single titles on her belt, taking out Serena Williams at the U.S. Open. I was there live, amazing match. Petra Martic, 1 singles title under her belt. However, she is playing phenomenal right now. Bianca Andreescu, very short history on clay. She's only got 20 wins, 8 losses. Petra Martic, pretty extensive career on clay, 167 wins, 91 losses. Take a look at how these ladies have played recently. And Bianca Andreescu, she's won 6 of her last 10 matches, and she's beat some pretty good names. She's beat Emma Raducanu, she beat Danielle Collins, and she's beat Alison Riss a couple times. Some of the losses in our last 10 have been to Shelby Rogers, Annette Kontaveit, Sabalenka, Jessica Pegula. Petra Martic has won 8 of her last 10 matches. She's playing very, very well. She just beat Kontaveit. She beat Muchova to start off this tournament. She's beat Samsonova. She's beat Gauff, Bronzetti, Kalalina. Petra Martic is playing very well. And if you're not familiar with Petra Martic's game, she's always fit. She's always in shape. She does make a lot of mistakes. However, she's cut down on the double faults. And if you are not aware on her game, she can hit a drop shot from the baseline. She's very tricky. She's very sneaky. She can have you second guessing what she's going to do next, and that can, in my opinion, I can see that giving Bianca Andreescu a lot of problems. We know what Bianca wants to do. She wants to bully you with her power. She wants to control you with her forehand, and she just wants to beat you up aggressively all over the court with power. And I can see if Petra Martic can establish some vertical play where Bianca Andreescu has to put on her roller skates and run around this court, it could get ugly. My prediction for this match is I'm going to take the underdog. I'm going to take Petra Martic with the upset, and I'm going to take her on the spread. She's getting 3 games. I think that's too many. I like Petra Martic plus 3 games. Enjoy. Next up, we have the number 3 seed Sabalenka taking on the 13th seed Jessica Pegula. This is going to be another great match. Get your popcorn. This tournament is loaded with great matchups, and Sabalenka needs no introduction. 10 singles titles, 6 doubles titles. However, she has not captured the big ones yet. She's going to be taking on Jessica Pegula, who Jessica Pegula just has that lone single titles, choking last week in Madrid. And this is a chance where she can bounce back and possibly get a WTA 1000 tournament. The head-to-head is 2-1 for Sabalenka. These ladies have played 3 times. Sabalenka taking the most recent here at Madrid, and Sabalenka won that that was Madrid of 2021. Sabalenka winning that 6-1, 6-2 in straight sets, and before that winning in 2020 Roland Garros in 2 sets as well, 6-3, 6-1. And then in 2020 Cincinnati, that was a very exciting event there in 2020. Pegula took out Sabalenka in 3 sets. In terms of this matchup here, the ladies are literally playing in they're headed in different directions with their recent play. Sabalenka on clay, 50-37, not that impressive. She prefers hard, there's no doubt about that. Jessica Pegula, 105 wins, 68 losses on clay. And just taking a look at some of these ladies' most recent matchup, Sabalenka very disappointing, splitting her 5 of her last 10. Some of the more notable wins she's had in her last 10 include Kontaveit and Stuttgart, Badosa and Stuttgart, and Andreescu in Stuttgart. She has lost to some players I don't think she should have lost to. She should have beat Pegula. She should have beat Paula at the Indian Wells. She did lose to Anisimova twice in her last 10 matches. And Jessica Pegula is playing very well. She's won 8 of her last 10 matches. She's beat Samsonova, she's beat Teichmann, she's beat Srivas Termal, she's beat Bianca Andreescu, she's beat Kaya Kanepi, she's beat Camila Giorgi. Jessica Pegula is looking really good, and this is a matchup where Jessica Pegula is the underdog. I do like how Sabalenka looked against Zhang. Zhang is very fit. She's not the most experienced clay player, but however, I think Jessica Pegula is playing a little bit better. I'm going to take Jessica Pegula, the underdog, to win at least 1 set in this matchup. That is a -200 pick, and that is a very good option there. If I had to pick a winner, I would go with Jessica Pegula to win this match, but I do like Pegula to win at least 1 set. And I mean, the reality is you just never know which Sabalenka is going to show up. Sabalenka is not someone that, me being a tennis expert, she's just not someone that I would pick. Doesn't matter how she's playing, what tournament it is. Sabalenka is just not someone that I would pick. She's inconsistent, she's not disciplined, and she beats herself. And she's just not someone you want to pick. But the reality here is Amanda Anisimova versus Danielle Collins. We have Danielle Collins, the 7th seed, and she is taking on the younger American. These 2 ladies know each other. Yes, they do. Amanda Anisimova, although young, she has the same number of titles as Danielle Collins. They both have 2. And Amanda is making a name for herself. She's had the coaching issues, so that she started off the year great. But she's had the coaching issues, winning a title in Melbourne. She had the coaching issues, and she's really starting to get things back on track. In terms of her career on clay, she's only 44-19, young career on clay. Danielle Collins, not that great either, 65-30 on clay. Both of these ladies they're playing pretty well. Danielle's getting back into the swing of things, and she can be dangerous, especially what she did to Simona Halep earlier. But Amanda Anisimova has won 8 of her last 10 matches. Okay, she's beat Belinda Bencic, she's beat Martinkova, she's beat Azarenka, she annihilated Azarenka, she's beat Martic, she's beat Sabalenka twice. She's beat Coco Vandeweghe, Putintseva. Her 2 losses out of her last 10 matches came to Jabeur, great competition, and Alexandrova, where she essentially wasn't feeling well and had a combination of being injured as well. Danielle Collins, she's won 6 of her last 10. She's beat Simona Halep, Monica Puig, Jabeur, Zavonreva, Bondar. She beat Iga Swiatek at the Australian Open semifinals. So the reality here is a healthy Danielle Collins, this is a match she should win. Why? Because Danielle Collins has the power to hit through Amanda Anisimova. Amanda Anisimova has a nice wide game. Again, if you follow the channel, I've been telling you I love players with a wide game, a good serve and volley, and that's Amanda Anisimova, that's Iga Swiatek, that's Barbara Krejcikova. I like the ladies that have a really good strategy. I like the ladies that can stretch out the court. I like the ladies that can hit through anyone's defense, and Amanda's right there. But the problem with this match is, so is Danielle Collins. When we're talking about strength and forehand, Danielle Collins has got a little stronger forehand than Amanda, and I think this one's going to be personal. I think Danielle Collins, being the underdog, she's going to take Amanda to school today, and I like Danielle Collins as the underdog to win this outright. That's going to be my prediction for this matchup. Why? I think Danielle Collins is going to be too tough for Amanda, and I see Amanda breaking down. You're going to have Danielle Collins screaming, "Come on!" You're going to have her fired up, pumped up, and I think it's going to be intimidating for the younger American. And believe me, Danielle Collins does not want to lose this match to Anisimova. So I like Danielle Collins as the underdog to win. Our next matchup, the 9th seed, Jabeur, she's going to be taking on Putintseva. And Putintseva, very impressive victory over Muguruza. She mentioned that on the court, she is the bad person, but off the court, she is an angel. And the reality here is, I think she's true with that statement. On the court, Putintseva is very aggressive. And sometimes that can be intimidating for her opponents. You know, she's very loud and obnoxious. And taking a look at Putintseva, she's got a pretty decent career on clay, 134 wins, 72 losses. Jabeur on clay, 143 wins, 100 losses. And Putintseva has had a great run lately. She's won 8 of her last 10 matches. She's beat Muguruza, she's beat Juvan, she's beat Khan, she's beat Storm Sanders, Shelby Rogers, Asa Tomjanovic, Rebecca Peterson, Magdi Linette. Their 2 losses are against Gauff and Podpova, 2 very young players playing very well. The only problem is Jabeur has won 9 of her last 10. She's beat also Asa Tomjanovic, Serstu, Pegula, Alexandrova, Simona Halep, Belinda Bencic, Gracheva, Jasmine Poliani, Kasatkina. Her sole loss in the last 10 against Paula Badosa. These 2 ladies, they've played twice. Jabeur has won both of these matches, and the first one the last one came at the French Open. Jabeur won in straight sets, and the previous was at the Teichmann, and that was again a straight set victory. And the reality here is, Jabeur, Putintseva is playing good. She's playing very good. The win against Muguruza is a very good win. But much like Sabalenka, Putintseva is not someone that I normally would advise to pick in a match. And the reality here is why she makes a lot of mistakes. She gets upset, she gets angry, and I don't believe, in certain types of sports, playing angry can help you. It can help when you're in certain situations. But tennis is a type of sport where you're playing chess. You have to think out 3 to 4 moves ahead of you. And when you're angry, you better have an aggressive backhand or forehand down the line where you're jumping on someone's return serve or you're just on attack mode. Putintseva doesn't have that type of game. She's athletic. She can cover the court very well. However, the only problem is Jabeur is in the best shape of her life. An in-shape Jabeur does what she did to Jessica Pegula any day of the week. Putintseva is no Jessica Pegula. Okay, this is a match where Jabeur is going to win. This is a lock. This is a match that I would take Jabeur on the money line very, very confidently. Jabeur is going to have too much variety. Putintseva will dish out her variety as well. She will mix in her drop shots. However, Jabeur is a better shot maker, and it's going to come down to that. So I like Jabeur to win this. This is a money line pick. Very, very confident in that pick. Next up, we have the 15th seed Coco Gauff versus the number 4 seed Marie Sakkari. And get your popcorn, this might be the match of the day here. These two ladies have played each other several times. They've played 4 times, with Sakkari winning 3 of the 4. The most recent they played in Doha, where Sakkari won in straight sets 6-3, 6-3. Before that, they did play in Rome of 2021. Gauff won that. It took 3 sets though. Gauff did win the first and third sets 6-1. And they played in Abu Dhabi, and earlier that year, Sakkari won that in straight sets 7-5, 6-2. And the previous match there was 2020 Cincinnati, where Sakkari won that in straight sets 6-1, 6-3. These two ladies, this is going to be a very good match. And in terms of clay, Gauff, we know Gauff is 18. She's, I think she's still in school, but the reality here is, I'm joking, all right? She's 18. She's just turned 18 early this year. Very young career. She's got the best coaching. She's got the best training. She's doing a lot of things good. Very powerful backhand. Very powerful forehand. She's 34-15 on clay. Marie Sakkari on clay, 156-95. Much more experience on clay. But the difference between these two ladies is Sakkari she's got a lot more power that can frustrate Coco Gauff. Coco Gauff in her last 10, she's won 6 of her last 10. She's beat the likes of Kerber, 2-time slam champion, Putintseva, that was a strong play there. Schmedlova, she's beat Zhang, Wang. She's lost to some of the best on tour. She's lost to Halep twice. She's lost to Swiatek, Kasatkina. So Gauff is losing, but as I say all the time on this channel, Gauff normally loses around the round of 32 or 16, where she has to take that next step up in competition, and she just can't quite get there yet. Marie Sakkari, on the other hand, she's lost 6 of her last, she's won 6 of her last 10. She's lost 4 out of her last 10, losing to the likes of Kasatkina, Sigmund, Haddad Mia, and Iga Swiatek. Again, those are names that you can lose to. Those are very good players. Haddad Mia is a match she probably should have won. The match against Kasatkina, she did blow a lead there. She should have won that. But some of the matches she's won out of her last 10, Madison Keys, that's a great win. Alexandrova, great win. She's playing very well on clay. Paula Badosa at the Indian Wells. Rybakina at the Indian Wells. Daria Seville at the Indian Wells. And Kvitova. This is a matchup here where, again, if Coco Gauff can get past Sakkari, it's wide open. However, I just don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. Not today. Maybe in the future, but not today. And the reason why, I'll break it down without getting too technical. Coco Gauff's serve, instead of a toss, I see a lot of gripping on her serve. And what does that mean? Why is that important? Coco Gauff, her serve is, not only are these two ladies 2 of the biggest double faulters in tour history in the last 2 to 3 years, but the reality here is Coco Gauff has one of the most inconsistent placement serves of all the top 20 women. And what I mean by that is Coco Gauff's serve it literally varies from the spot that it hits anywhere up to 2 feet. Her serve is very inconsistent. If you watch that match against Angelique Kerber did not respect Coco Gauff's serve. She was literally not in position on a lot of her serves, and I felt eventually that's why she lost the match. She wasn't respecting the skills of Coco Gauff, even though they had a very, very challenging previous match. But the reality here is, if she's going to beat Sakkari, she's going to have to serve very well. If Sakkari gets any opportunities at return serve, she's going to punish Coco Gauff, and I see early breaks happening. Coco Gauff against a top tier talent, she'll normally hold on tight for about 2 to 3 games until these ladies, they figure out how they can beat the return serve, and that's where she struggles. And this is a match where Sakkari's going to do just that. She's going to get a ton of points on Coco's serve, and eventually she's going to break her and hold on. And she just has too much power for Coco at this stage of Coco's career. So I do like Marie Sakkari. She's a modest favorite. It's very reasonable. Coco Gauff is one of the biggest names in the sport, so you're going to get a lot of favorable lines on her. But again, that's another lock. Take Marie Sakkari to defeat Coco Gauff. Enjoy. The next matchup here, we have Jill Teichmann versus Elena Rybakina. And these two ladies, they just recently played. Jill Teichmann got the best of Rybakina at the Madrid Open. And these two ladies, Teichmann has 2 singles career titles under her belt, as well as Rybakina. Teichmann also has the doubles titles under her belt. And Jill Teichmann, her highest ranking is 29th, which she's currently 29th now. And Rybakina's ranked 17th. Her highest ranking is number 12, which she reached earlier this January before she lost points from the previous Australian Open. Rybakina is 22, Jill Teichmann is 24. Rybakina is from Moscow, Russia, and Teichmann's from Barcelona, Spain, by way of Poland. And Jill Teichmann on clay, she's 157 wins with 80 losses. Rybakina 60 wins and 30 losses. Teichmann having almost 3 times the experience and wins on clay. Taking a look at Jill Teichmann's last 10 matches, she's won 7 of them. She's beat recently Pliskova, Jasmine Poliani, which was a very great win. She's beat Kalinina. She's beat Rybakina last week. She beat Leylah Fernandez, Kvitova. And she beat Menin. She's lost to Alison Riss, Jabeur, and Pegula in the semifinals there of Madrid last week. Rybakina, in her last 10, she's won 7 of those. She's beat Lauren Davis, Eviasin. She's beat Sinikova, Dodin. She's beat Shank, Kerber, and Sigmund. She's lost to Kalinina, Badosa, and Teichmann. Those are all great names if you're going to lose to. This is a matchup here where Elena Rybakina is opening the favorite, much like she was last time, except she was a much higher favorite last week. This is a matchup here that I'm not going to spend too much time on, and the reason why is the forehand is one of your most important shots in tennis because it gives you the ability to control and dictate what your opponent can do. If you have a strong forehand, you can dictate how your opponent's going to respond and play you. And this is a matchup here where Jill Teichmann, she's too athletic, a shorter center of gravity. She has the better forehand right now, and she's left-handed. With that strong of a left-handed coming back at someone so tall and Rybakina, it just causes so many issues. Rybakina's a tall girl, and the reality here is still Teichmann's going to frustrate her again. And the lock of the day here, another lock, guys. I'm going to take Jill Teichmann to win the first set. I do think Jill will win the match, but Rybakina, I feel, is going to come out a little too aggressive, and that's going to lead to very sloppy play early on. I think she'll have to make adjustments. Rybakina is going to have to make adjustments. It could get closer. It could be a tight second set, possibly even a third set. But I do like Jill Teichmann to win the first set. That's the lock of the day. Take it, and I do see Jill Teichmann winning this match again. I don't think there's much adjustment Elena can do at this stage. I mean, that's pretty much her game. She's not going to come in here with a different type of game plan and play Jill Teichmann differently. You just can't. This is just a bad matchup. Jill Teichmann's going to win the first set, and take that as a lock. And the last match of the round of 16, we have the number 2 seed, Paula Badosa. She's going to be taking on Daria Kasatkina. And these two ladies they recently played in Paula Badosa in Sydney. She beat Kasatkina in straight sets, 6-2, 6-2. And Kasatkina does have a pretty good clay career. She has 102 wins, 41 losses. And Paula Badosa, great clay career. We know that 148 wins, 78 losses. Taking a look at Kasatkina, she's won 6 of her last 10 matches, beating recently Leylah Fernandez, Tamia Zidane. That was a very, very good win. Zidane still riding her Roland Garros success last year. She's beat Sakkari, she's beat Bondor, she's beat Coco Gauff and Volley-Nets. She's lost to the likes of Kerber, Sasnovich, Jabeur, Cerebus Turmal. So Kasatkina winning 6 of her last 10. In terms of Paula Badosa, she's also won 6 of her last 10. She's recently just beat up Sasnovich very, very bad. I was disappointed in Sasnovich. I thought she'd do a little bit better than that. She beat Kudermetova at Madrid. She beat Jabeur at Stuttgart. She beat Rybakina at Stuttgart. Liu and Bondar. Paula Badosa has lost 4 of her last 10 matches, and she's lost to the likes of Pegula, Bencic, Sabalenka, Hala. If you're going to lose, those are all good names to lose to. This is the match I like Paula Badosa to win, and however, I think Kasatkina is going to put up a much better fight than she did last time. And the last time these two played, it was a very, very bad loss for Kasatkina. But I do like Kasatkina to put up a fight, and I like this match to go over 20 games. That's going to be my official lock for this match. Take the over 20 games. But I do see Paula Badosa winning this match. She looked really good against Sasnovich, and I think this is a match that Kasatkina will put up a fight. She will push the over, but I do see Paula Badosa winning. That's going to conclude the preview and predictions for this round, guys. So listen to the video if you want to review any of the picks. And again, I want to thank you for your support. This has been Good Energy, guys. Like, subscribe, comment below, and we are